lost that are also in the playoff picture, the Dolphins, Bills, and Browns, they all won as well. So this is a huge game here. And Derek Carr's going to have to make some throws over 10 yards here if they want to move the down the field.
Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, like a jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. Can I run with this ball anyway? Baby, I know what's coming, I can break away. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walk there with the whole team, and we riding on it. Wrong action and no talk, I've been quiet on it.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I'm not sure this play was designed for him specifically, but he got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, That should open up his running game, too. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Wilson. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the
Come on, man. Come on, man.
It'll depend on the mark. I'm not sure he put...
And so May has to stay inside, and he's got to force him to the out, but he jumps it, and then he had to grab him to stop the play. Back to the ground game, Booker. So second defensive holding penalty against the Jet defense that's resulted in a first down on this drive alone.
Man, come on, bro. You tripping.
Experience all the deals at Lowe's Springfest, in-store and online. Home to any budget, home to any possibility.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz vans. The new handcrafted quesadilla at Chipotle. It's a whole new way to adobo chicken, a whole new way to guac, and a whole new way to order. Because it's only in the app or online. The new quesadilla. It's a whole new way to Chipotle.
Phone it in to 1-800-FARMERS and you can get all sorts of home policy perks, like the claim-free discount. Go 3 years without a claim and get a discount. Just like phoning it in. Just phone it in?
Yeah, just phone it in and save money for being claim-free.
Even if I switch to Farmers today?
Yep, 3 years claim-free with any home insurance.
Man, you tripping, man.
Literally doing nothing.
Get your policy perks by calling 1-800-FARMERS. Go ahead, phone it in.
Phone it in, why not?
This is NFL Total Access.
Nobody has the National Football League
covered like us.
The free agency frenzy continues.
I feel like we have unfinished business.
We've got all the latest news,
An end of an era for Drew Brees.
all the in-depth analysis,
His speed, he has good hands, he's going to fit a role.
You see the confidence from the players.
and we've got it dialed in from coast to coast. It's all your football needs, all in one place.
Holy smoke, forget about it!
NFL Total Access, Monday at 7 on NFL Network.
What does it take to ensure that no one is left behind? Simple, because they lack access to technology. What does it take to bridge the digital divide? It takes commitment. It takes action. It takes investment. The Players Coalition is dedicated to providing educational grants, access, and technology to those who need it most. What does it take to prepare everyone for the road ahead? It takes me. It takes you. It takes all of us.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Anything but lonely.
We have this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
At touchofmodern.com, we always surprise, excite, inspire. Because our expertly curated products are never ordinary, never mundane, never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagine you'd ever have. Here's to the thrill of discovering the next exceptional and unexpected product. Check it all out at touchofmodern.com.
You know, it's been a long time since the Raiders beat the Jets here at the Meadowlands. Have to go all the way back to 1996. Jeff Hostetler, their quarterback. 6 straight losses in East Rutherford, including that lopsided defeat Week 12 of last season. Final 2 minutes. The Raiders, currently the number 8 team in the AFC, desperately trying to bang it into the end zone. Devontae Booker ducks inside the 10. Minimal pickup for him. Gidry on the tackle. As now Adam Gase taking his second timeout. There's Gidry with another tackle. Drama in these third downs on this drive. I mean, you talk about being on the edge of your seat, and the Raiders, couple good calls, a couple good throws. 3rd and 4th down has been really fun to watch here on this drive. You see Booker lining up top of the picture on 3rd and 3. Carr flushed out of the pocket, probing, throwing towards the end zone, and it's incomplete, and another 4th down coming up for the Raiders. That let that drama build once again. Boy, what a huge play. And credit Greg Williams' defense for being tough. They've had a couple tough calls, some holding calls, but they have made some real nice plays and made it really hard for Derek Carr to find anybody in the passing game. Waller and Renfro on the same side. 4th and 3 for the Raiders. Carr. Pocket starts to collapse. Here they come. Carr to the end zone. There's a marker thrown. It is caught by Renfro.
Sprayed and handcuffed him, even though
for the touchdown.
He did nothing wrong. Incident captured
and now
on
we
multiple
await the
cameras.
flag
ABC's
and
Elizabeth
the
Schulze
announcement
has more from Washington.
from Sean
Elizabeth, good
Smith.
morning.
Good morning, Win. U.S. Army Second Lieutenant Karan Nazario says in this new lawsuit, 2 Virginia officers violated his rights when they held him at gunpoint and threatened him after they couldn't get outside for what they thought was a missing license plate. This morning, growing outrage over this newly released body camera. What's going on? Two Virginia police officers threatening, drawing their guns and pepper spraying a uniformed U.S. Army second lieutenant during a traffic stop.
What's going on? What's going on?
The Windsor, Virginia officer saying they stopped Army Second Lieutenant Karan Nazario for a missing rear license plate, even though he had a temporary plate taped to the back of his new SUV. His hands raised, Nazario, who is black and Latino, reported the incident on his cell phone, calmly telling the officers he's afraid to get out of his car.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Get out. Shut up. Get out. Get out. Get your hands off me, Ellie. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. I didn't do anything. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to talk to you. Okay. I'm trying to talk to you. Just relax. Can you please relax? Can you please relax? It's not like you should back up.
Aguilar a chance at this ball. There was a small bit of separation. And if he throws that at the back pylon, I think he has a chance of making that play because Aguilar was able to get open, but, you know, that ball just died and just dropped right out of the air.
It was Javelin Guidry, the rookie in the coverage, and boy, the big plays that he made down the stretch. He atones for the penalty, and the New York Jets trying to avoid matching the longest losing streak in their 60-year history today. Are a minute 37 away from their first win of the season. Here's Johnson. Raiders have 2 timeouts. They'll use one here. So the Jets looking for one more first down to put this game away. As Carr thinks about it on that Raiders sideline.
Boy, you've got to be impressed with the Jets defense. And much like it was last week, they really, slow start, but they really came alive here in the second half. They gave up a bunch of yards to Darren Waller. And yes, they had a couple of holding calls, some big calls. But they also made it really tough on Derek Carr in the passing game and really had to make this Raiders offense fight to complete passes. Great job of battling a really tough day.
Johnson on another take as John Gruden will take his final timeout. And, of course, mixed emotion for Jet fans hoping to get the first overall pick. A little bit. Something that couldn't be further from the minds of Adam Gase, his coaching staff. But, boy, could history be repeating itself for the Raiders? Rolled in here last season, week 12, 6-4, had all the momentum on their side. Blown out in that game by the Jets. And then last week, eerily similar. Will that derail a Raiders season for a second straight year?
Well, you got a big third down
for one more stop.
You got a big third down, and we've hit this a lot in this game. Third and 6.
Push the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run this with Akers. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This will be fielded at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's
complete. Each other.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 3rd and short.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's going to go
come on, man.
Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Kill him, Steve. Kill him.
Offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
Two are going to run the sneak. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
They'll pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 54-yard attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too quick.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Brooks able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team...
Oh, man!
Intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And now here's Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
Well, I mean, watch the man of his beliefs, and he walks the walk.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 19, Rams 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Los Angeles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua Sets up to pass it. And got a man. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Rams.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Rams.
What a fucking thing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
What the fuck is this?
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 19, Rams 17.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson rolling to his left. Got a man open. It's Ross.
What the flap?
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard.
He was on the ground.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the
Man, I was just going to say.
Come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Play action, now it's Tua. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Tua going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. they've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now running right through it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on third down here.
Come on, man.
He's got it. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead.
Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.